introduction, Luana. As Luana said, we really have become friends over the years. And Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests, it is really a privilege to be standing in front of you today. And I realize there are some men in the audience. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And while I primarily speak to women, I'm really grateful that you're here. Because I want you to all hold the space for that special woman in your life. If my message resonates with you, please receive it. And if it doesn't, I want you to hold the space for your daughter, for your wife, for your girlfriend, or for your mother. This message today is really something that I'm very passionate about. Speaking to women. The word of empowerment. Because I am reminded that for so many women, their limiting beliefs and lack of confidence often rob them from reaching their full potential in life. How do I know this? You're right. That was my story too. And that's why I now empower women through my message so that they can own and rock their brilliance and go after what they desire in life. You see, for years, I never thought that I would be standing in front of you, sharing my message, encouraging women. But in 2010, something happened, and it has changed my life for the best. I woke up with a dream, speaking to an audience much larger than this, but I didn't believe that was possible for me. I did not believe that was possible for me. My limiting belief almost led me to abort my dream. But thank God for a friend, Gabby. Because there is something about believing in what you have been given. There's something about believing in your greatness. And so when I woke up with a dream and called my friend and said, I can't believe it. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. And she encouraged me, just write it down. Journal it, and never mind whether it makes sense or not. It's none of your business whether it makes sense. Just write it down. I reluctantly wrote it down. I still didn't believe that was possible for me. And so I ask you, in this room, are you ready to spend the next 10 to 20 years living the life as it is now? Or do you want more out of life? Are you completely happy the way your life is now? Or do you want more? Because if you do, I want to encourage you and let you know that you can completely, absolutely, unapologetically go after what you desire in life. But you have to believe it. So my journey started in 2014. I met this beautiful woman in Toastmasters conference. And we started talking as we usually talk. And she got me connected to a powerful woman, the owner of It Is My Time to Rise Business Institute for Women, Shea Shisinga. I attended her workshop in 2015, not knowing why I was there. I just knew I just had to do something. Because you know, when that life, the universe is nudging you. And sometimes it's very difficult for us to hear. But this time, I was glad I heard the universe nudging. And so when I attended this workshop, and everybody was talking about what they're doing. And I remember sitting in this workshop thinking, why am I here and how the hell do I get out of here? Because I did not understand the language everybody was speaking. But you know, before I could remove myself, I found myself raising my hand. And a few minutes after I raised my hand, I go, uh-oh, what did I just do? And that started my journey. I raised my hand because they were writing a book that I co-authored. It is called Igniting My Vision. And I remember paying for the book, paying for the work. Just a few days later, I decided I wanted to back out. After all, this is something that I have done almost all my life. I never wanted to move forward. But something in me lives saying, if it is not now, when are you going to go after what you desire in life? And I was glad that I did, because that kicked my professional speaking career. And in September of 2016, I became a published author. Why am I saying this? And why am I so passionate about speaking to women? You see, as an immigrant, I've always wanted to share my message, wanted to share about my life journey and what I've been through in life. And perhaps I can also encourage somebody else who's doing it. But I never thought that was possible for me. With all that limiting belief, maybe I have an accent, maybe I couldn't speak good enough. Who really want to hear what I have to say? Maybe I'm going to stumble over my word. Maybe I just don't have enough experience. And some of you in this room today, perhaps that is also your story. But you know what? Those people who have been assigned to listen to you, those people who you've been assigned to serve, they will stop and listen. It doesn't really matter how you sound like and whether you have experience or you don't have experience, it really doesn't matter because they will stop and listen. And I'm here to encourage each and every one of you. If you can simply get yourself out of the way, just like I did, you will accomplish and go after what you desire in life. I really didn't know. I didn't know, but I knew it now. That all I had to do to get more out of life was simply get out of my own way. But getting out of my own way will take me into a journey I never saw coming. What does it really look like being in my own way? Being in my own way looks like backing out every single time I had an opportunity to share my message. Again, I didn't think it was possible for me. Being in my own way looks like giving every possible excuse I could possibly give why my accent will be a deterrence for me to stand up and speak. Maybe I wasn't tall enough, maybe I wasn't pretty enough. While all that, there may be some truth in it, but that wasn't really the case. The case was I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't believe that standing in front of you and talking to you today was possible for me. To overcome it, I would have to do not only physical work, but most of all, internal work that I didn't see coming. That required me, number one, believe. believe. There is something about believing in what you have been given, because each and every one of you in this room, you have everything you need. I know because I've been through it. I'm a different person because I believe that I have been given everything I need to succeed in life. And you are no exception. So what are the steps that I took to standing in front of you today that led me not to abort my dreams? One of the things that I did was beginning to attend self-development workshops. And when I attended, I began to hear the languages that I wasn't used to hearing. I began to meet people that I wouldn't otherwise meet. And I began to speak a different language. Because there is something and there is power when you are surrounded with like-minded individuals just like yourself. There's power when you are surrounded with people that you want to be like. Because I don't know how it happens. Subliminally, all of a sudden, your language changes. The internal work is really looking at what are the good things that I have accomplished in life. Because oftentimes as human, we are drawn to thinking about our failures. But it takes our time to think about the good things that we have done in life. And so one of the exercises that I was so passionate about, and I still do it up to today, is really taking a list of every single thing that I have done and I have accomplished up till now. How did I do it? Immigrating to this country, how did I survive? And what are the things that I did to help me survive? Because some people will immigrate and they're not able to survive. And I had to realize that everything I had, it was already there. I just didn't see it because I was busy looking at the Joneses, trying to compare myself to the next person. But what if that next person you're trying to compare yourself, you don't really know what's going on the inside. What they let you see is what's going on the outside. When I stopped comparing myself and believed that what I have is enough for me to attain whatever I desire in life, that made a change. That made a difference in my life. And some of you may actually be there now. Some of you may be just peeping, comparing yourself to someone else. All you have to do is simply surrender and realize that you have the greatness within you. And you can do it. Anything that you desire. And sometimes, just like I did, it may require you to get an outside help, as hiring a coach. While a coach may not do everything for you, for me, they help me see things in the way that I wouldn't otherwise have seen. So I ask you, what is it that you need to get out of your own way? What do you need to get out of your own way? Is it perhaps hiring a coach to maybe have you put a different pair of lenses on? Because when you're in the job, it's hard to see the writing on the job. When you are in the job, you can hardly see the writing on the job. Sometimes He may require you to have somebody else that is doing what you want to do, that is going where you want to go, to help you out see it. What I know, I got tired. I got tired of myself. I got tired of living life the same way. I got tired financially, emotionally, psychologically. I got tired of living life unconsciously. Sitting on the sideline rather than getting in the game. And some of you may be there in that position right now. Again, I ask you, what is it that you need to get out of your own way? I don't know. But what I know for sure, that when you begin to live life the way that makes all the sense to you, it's not about money. While money and finance, it's all great. But sometimes it's just the completeness, the fulfillment that you get from doing what you've always wanted to do. Because success means different things to different people. I am so passionate about working with women because I don't want another woman to go through what I have to go through. Living life, sleepwalking through life, it's just another day. Everything you've been given, I decided that whatever I've been given, that I'm going to deposit it on this earth. My experience, sharing it with other people, so that you can realize that your DNA is like no other person. Your fingerprint is by design, not by choice. Any other fingerprint is what? Is only a look-alike. There's nobody else that has my fingerprint except me. Now I want you to believe that your fingerprint is by design and not by choice. And the world is waiting for you to go.